What's going on, guys? This is Sheikh and I'm with
Reza, Usman,
and today we're at the Pride Parade in New York City.
We wanted to visit the Pride Parade in New York City and speak to the community members of the LGBT community and get their feedback and viewpoints on the Orlando massacre and how they feel in general about Muslims.
So we're gonna ask them some questions. Let's see how it goes.
Let's go. What was your reaction when you heard about the Orlando shooting?
Honestly, I thought we were just taken back, 40 years just as a people, as a nation, to be honest.
Well, I guess it was very traumatizing and just real how something, because I'm actually from Florida and that's actually an hour away from my home, and one of my neighbors that I grew up with was actually there that night, so it was really actually close to home and just kind of traumatic, and I just didn't expect it.
I was not surprised. And then the FBI was involved and they allowed this guy to purchase these guns. I was not surprised at all.
You didn't, you expected this?
Yeah, I mean, look at the mass killings all around the world. Why would you be surprised if 50 people die in America? I mean, no, I'm not surprised at all.
Basically, our religion, Islam, teaches us to have love for all and never to judge anyone, no matter what. Do you still feel that all Muslims are to blame for this one horrible person's behavior and act?
I do not feel that we should just be so angry towards the Muslim community. I feel like this was just one person who was just upset about something and didn't know how to express himself with his words or his actions, so he acted out and did all these horrible things. I feel like it's just a personal thing and not such a whole race thing, honestly.
Definitely not. I don't think we live in a society where we should just judge an entire race or an entire group of people based on one person's actions. But like I said, I think it was more of a self-hatred thing, not really more of a Islamic or Muslim terrorism act,
No, that's like saying if a black guy does something, should we blame the whole black community, African Americans? No. You can't blame one person for everyone's actions, So, yeah, no.
No, I actually have different beliefs about the Muslim culture and the Muslim people. I actually believe that they're peaceful people and they're actually being victimized. That's how I honestly feel. And from my personal experience with these Muslim people, they're very, very peaceful people, and I really think that it's a bigger conspiracy that we really don't have any control over.
This is confirmed that the guy was himself a gay. What is your reaction to that?
I'm really not too sure about that. I really don't believe that one. I believe that kind of was I just don't believe that. He just was, I don't believe it.
I feel even now, just being here in Pride, you see people are so proud of the fact that they're gay and they're proud of the fact that they've come so far to be out of the closet, and they're just people who are just not there yet and they just hate themselves. And I think I also read that there were people there who were rejecting him or something, they gave him some kind of disease, they gave him HIV, or there's so many stories that come out, but the one that I saw, someone had given him HIV, or he had thought he had gotten HIV, and it was an act of violence against basically all the gay people who just ever done him wrong at that club. So I don't know. I think him being gay definitely played a huge part in it. That's why it's a self-hatred act.
I think being a gay person myself, I've obviously never acted out in a way that is that extreme, but I can not say relate. But there's a lot of times when I was growing up being a closeted gay person, and there were things that I would act out on in a vocal way that would not necessarily stand with my community, but it was a way to hide who I was, and it was a way to defend myself, to not put myself in that category. And I think that could have been part of the situation, that instead of being a part of the community, he acted out in a way to show that he wasn't a part of that community. Unfortunately, it was in such an extreme way, but I think that there's some nuances there.
Maybe that he didn't have any control of his emotions. Sometimes when people let out or lose control, it's because they don't know how to control their emotions, or they can be a bigger picture. You don't know if there's an underneath message or somebody trying to kill them or putting them, you know, in a predicament where they're being victimized.
If you read the newspaper and stuff, they were like, oh, Muslim man attacks gay club, a Muslim man does this.
And when you're in America and you see that, that's the first thing you see. You see Muslim, you think terrorist, and that's your go-to. But I feel like that's just not what, that wasn't what it was.
Do you have any messages to, if the victims are watching, or the community of LGBT, do you have any messages for them?
Yeah, I mean, I'm truly sorry about this happening, but you know, we have to, I mean, there's never an unguarded moment. We just have to really be safe. And I mean, I don't know how this guy even got into a club like that. How do you get into a club with ammunition? Like, where were the security guys? I don't even, this story makes absolutely no sense to me. So, I mean, you got to be careful about the things and the places you choose to go, and make sure that you're really secure. And that's my message to everyone out there. If you can just walk through security and you think, and you can walk in with this and you can walk in with that, imagine what another man can walk in. So always remember to protect yourself and keep yourself secure.
Thank you so much.